Hey there, A-Bird, Freedom Fam, and the Combatant Nation. So the premise of the Combatant Nation is to work on yourself, self-improvement, to be better, to handle situations, and not choose victimhood and say, "Well, I can't do that. It's too hard." So I heard something yesterday that really sparked kind of what I'm working on with myself as I improve with Steel Challenge with my PCC, pistol caliber carbine with optic. Is simplicity is basically sophistication. Is kind of it's the backbone of. So I'm gonna break it down and do some simple drills that I made up. Don't forget, it is hot. Hydrate. And yes, not hydrating will affect your performance on the range. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be working on myself, my trigger control, sight alignment, sight picture, body mechanics. I'm gonna do this at 10 yards. Doesn't have to be Carlos Hatchcock 1 mile shots. I'm gonna fire one round in all 5 targets, and I'm going to time it. But what I'm looking for is that baseline that I always talk about that I learned from Pat McNamara. I am not a genius, but I am smart enough to take information from people that are smarter than me. I'm going to look for my 5-round can't miss speed. I want everything inside of the 8 ring. And then once I get that consistent time, then I'm going to try to find out where I can speed it up. Keep those rounds consistently inside the 8 ring. And move my can't miss speed forward while paying attention to my basics. So let's get after it. Enough chit chat. Nobody wants to. Okay, that was a 502. Alrighty, so we shot the first 5 rounds trying to find that can't miss speed. Outside, inside, breaking the line. Definitely inside. Definitely inside. So we got 1, 2, 3. So now I know 5.02 seconds is faster and not my can't miss speed. Alrighty, obviously I loaded 6 rounds in that magazine. That's not the important part. Let's go ahead, head down range, assess our second go round and see. Alrighty, round 2. We got this one, breaking the 10 ring. Felt myself move on this one, went ahead and pressed it anyway. But 7, not 8. Put them together, key hold here. Drop that one completely out and put a second one in there. And that was a 602, so that was actually 1 second slower. Okay, so first string was a 502, second string was a 602. Still kicking rounds out, not putting them inside the 8 ring. Let's go ahead and get the third string and see what we get here. Alrighty, we're back down range. So we're back to breaking the line. We're putting them in that one. We're putting them in that one. We're putting them in that one. So right about 7 seconds. So, and that was with literally stopping myself physically. I'm sure everybody saw what looked like a flinch. What it was is I literally stopped myself, came off target, came back on target real quick just to make sure that I didn't press that shot that was garbage. And so now I should be able to go back, shoot about another 7-second string, and get about the same results all inside the 8 ring or breaking the 8 ring. I'd like to clean that one up some more. So that's where you have to self-assess, I think. Steel Challenge isn't just coming out shooting fast, being the cool guy. It gives you a chance to really assess where you're at, no matter what level of shooter you are. And then you're going to take away things like this, and you're going to think about it. So I'll be shooting on Sunday, and of course that video will go up. But it would be really great to bring the Combatant Nation along on my journey as I improve and excel in the world of Steel Challenge. All right, back up on the firing line. I'm trying to hold right about that 7-second mark. Trying for consistent accuracy, not so much speed. And I know a couple of those were garbage. All right, so we're back down here at the target. Got another one splitting it. Got a nice string right there. Got another one splitting it. Another one in. Drop that one. And that was a 544. So I actually, without intending to, sped up. And the minute that I sped up, I stopped kind of critiquing what I had going on. Hey there, A-Bird Freedom Fam and the Combatant Nation. So, doing my own little impromptu after-action review, more for myself, but more importantly, hopefully maybe somebody will find something in one of these videos that helps them, and maybe prompts you to come out with your pistol, or your rimfire optic, or your pistol caliber carbine, like I'm running with optic. Come on out and shoot a Steel Challenge. Nobody's going to make fun of you, I promise. At least not here in the Havasu group. Good group of folks. And more importantly, it gives you a chance to see where your abilities are and maybe find some areas where you can improve. Improvement's always great, because if you were an expert at everything, everything would be easy, nothing would be a challenge, and you would just coast through life. It would kind of be boring. So, obviously, nothing about this video was me being perfect. It was more along the lines of using some information that I gathered, and rather than bogarting that information, I'm passing it along. A lot of my customers come in the shop, hang out, grab a Jocko Go, pull up a stool. We shoot the shit, we trash on each other, talk a little good-natured ribbing, little shit talking. It's a good time, but there's also a lot of information that gets exchanged. Whether it be information on shooting better, or information on some firearms or an optic, or somebody tried this and it was garbage. So I come out here and I shot that little drill. The purpose behind that drill wasn't for me to look awesome. It was, in fact, just so I could find my can't miss speed, like I stated. Once I get that, I'm going to be able to call all my shots, and that's when I can progressively get faster. Progression is the key to success. So in the past year, when I started shooting PCC, I was literally shooting low C's, consistent C's, straight out of the gate. And then after 6 or 7 months, which is only 6 or 7 matches, some upgrades to my PCC, which I might just do a video on how I set that up. It's nothing fancy, no big names. Damn fly. Anyhow, don't think you have to have a $2,000 PCC or a $4,000 Staccato to shoot Steel Challenge and be effective. You can come out, have a good time with your Ruger 1022. This is just to hopefully get more people to think about when they come out to the range, instead of just turning your money into noise. Pick a competency. That's what I did today. Hopefully you'll do it too. As always, feel free to stop into A-Bird Freedom Support Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Join the Combatant Nation. As I put up before, the logo is here. The tees are in the process of being laid out and processed. But more importantly, stop on in, share a story. Maybe you have a tip. Go ahead and put it in the comments below. Even if you think it's not a relevant tip, go ahead and put down something that you've done that's helped you progress on the range. It doesn't have to be shooting a Steel Challenge. Let's make this finding our baseline and progressing forward, but let's do it as the Combatant Nation. Let's go ahead and share that information. Have a good time. If you're in the Lake Havasu City area on the second Sunday of the month, go on the practice score, look at Lake Havasu Steel Challenge. Come on out and shoot a match. Have a good time. You won't be disappointed. You'll enjoy yourself no matter how good or how bad you think you are. You're probably going to be better. So with that, everybody stay safe. Hydrate. It's hot everywhere. And let's get better together. As we all progress, we can all get better. That's all I got for today.